Checking audio for about 30 seconds to make sure I'm live before I actually start. That seems to be working. There's the game. Okay. There's that. Stream previews up. That's right. Should be good to go after I figure out what order all the screens in. Okay. Hello. So this is F1 Breaking Point. I've saved this for streaming for a long time now, so I figured let's just do it. Probably won't get anybody even watching, but that's all good. So yeah, I have no idea about the story. I completely forgot it all. Okay. The Codemasters Trailers, I've already forgotten those. Fewer assists, slower assists. I think challenging would be fine. Maybe. If F2 happens, I'm screwed, but... Oh, who do we go with? I kind of want to follow real life lore. Lord. So you got Oz would probably make sense. I don't see Williams realistically getting rid of Russell. I think AlphaTauri would be the way to go. Could see Gasly leaving for Le Mans or something. So yeah, we'll do AlphaTauri. Why not? It doesn't matter because someone's getting booted because of Butler anyway. Traction control medium, manual lock on because of playing with the gamepad. So that's totally fine. Okay. Sim settings. Leave flashbacks on in case, you know, Cody's not the smoothest games in the world. Okay, well, I'm going to shut up because I'm assuming there's a cutscene here, so. Hey, Potato, how you doing? I'll shut up now.
An incredible race! Look at it! Every driver is being so aggressive! Check it out!
They'll all be feeling the pressure right now. None more so than young Aiden Jackson from Carlin.
That's right. Rumors from the paddock talk about a possible future for Jackson in Formula 1. And with only a few laps to go, this is still anyone's race.
The atmosphere here is electric, and we couldn't have asked for a better finish to the F2 season here in Abu Dhabi.
Oh, great, F2. Pretty good. How are you doing? I'm doing all right.
Hey, Aiden, you're doing great. Keep focused. You know what to do. Copy that.
It's very just trying to, you know, get through the week and all that. So there should be more streams in the future. Just been very, very tired. Oh, yep. I felt that, yeah. It seems very common now. Ignore like I said, if it's F2, I'm screwed. I'm not very good with these cars at all. I just need to remember throttle control. I have no clue what's going. So Breaking Point is a cinematic story mode that they decided to throw in the Formula 1 game this year. So it's pretty much just treat it like a movie, and you probably don't need to understand what's actually happening, but you should enjoy it if it's cinematic enough. So basically right now, just to give backstory, Formula 2 is what this race currently is. They lead up to being able to participate in Formula 1, which is the top of the line championship kind of thing for open wheel cars. I do not like the F2 cars at all. Graphics seem pretty smooth. Yeah, I had to turn off a lot of stuff to get it to not stutter. I'm pretty sure that comes down to ray tracing and me only having a 2070 Super. Also on top of the NVIDIA RTX voice and just my potato's PC or my PC's potato. Well, I mean, at least the name fits, you know? Yeah, I'm potato. I'm pretty sure it's just ray tracing. That was because I've been having tech issues with this, trying to set it up and everything. And like I said, I'm pretty sure it was the ray tracing. Illegal. I should have took that back. Potatoes have them all. I mean, as long as we can still get, like, fries out of it. I'm okay with that. Macchiato. Oh, you turned it on me. Okay, all good. I still got another lap, actually. Okay. I can probably up the difficulty if I can.
Final lap of the race. We're leading our teammate by
Question everything will be fine.
27.8 seconds.
Now, you see, unlike most of the gaming community on the internet, I actually like clean racing. So I'm one of those dumb people that try to hit as little as physically possible playing Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, I got this. Feel like it should be a little harder. Then again, I'm pretty sure this mode was more to bring in people who normally don't play racing games and stuff. You're not dumb, I enjoy clean drives as well. Well, that's very nice to know. I'm not meaning that in an insulting way. that 100% came off as insulting, I think. But didn't know what. This could have been one lap shorter. Gotta fill that playtime though, right, Cody's? And do the F1 thing.
Fantastic work, Aiden. Great drive, mate. Congratulations.
Yes! Come on! And he's done it. Jackson's done it. Aiden
And I can't skip any of these because this is all custom
What a
narration.
win for Jackson! What a win!
And it couldn't have gone to a better driver. A magnificent result. He's already been vocal about his dreams of one day driving for Red Bull in Formula One. Let's just hope the right people are watching today. And here he is, the man of the moment, Aiden Jackson.
An amazing race and a fantastic win for this incredible
Here, I
driver.
gotta do some choice.
Indeed.
No problem,
After
potato.
this, I guarantee that
Thank you for
Jackson will
coming
be
to
the hot
watch.
topic in more than a few upcoming F1 team meetings. The future's definitely bright for this young driver.
Okay. Australia. I am absolutely garbage on the... What turn is that? 7, 8? Chicane? That'll be fun. Anyway, chapter 1.
Aiden, now you've made the leap to Formula One, no surprise to anyone who's been watching your career. How does it feel to be on the verge of getting behind the wheel for your first race?
To be honest with you, Will, it hasn't really quite sunk in yet. The team has given me a fantastic opportunity. It's a once-in-a-lifetime, a dream come true. So, to answer your question, I feel like a little kid. I look around and I'm surrounded by my heroes, you know? I've even had to pinch myself a couple of times. So, yeah, it can be a bit overwhelming. But out on the track, the speed, the noise, even the smell, it's all the same. I just hope my driving is too.
And what about Casper Ackerman? Are you intimidated at all having such a seasoned and experienced driver as your first teammate in Formula One? How's that relationship coming along?
I've always looked up to Casper as someone to aspire to. Growing up as a kid, his pictures were all over my bedroom walls, you know? The dream was always to be Casper. But, as it turns out, I'll be racing alongside Casper, which is good enough for me. I get to learn from the best. Besides, every legend has to start somewhere, right?
Aiden, just wondering if we can get your reaction to the obvious comparisons that are being made between you and another F1 driver. Much like you, he made the transition from F2 to F1 last season. What do you say to the press here, and to your fans, who are calling you the new Devon Butler?
The new Devon Butler. I'm alright with that. Does that mean we can lose the old one?
You come over well. They like you. I don't know what you were worried about.
Thanks.
You know, everything's going to be fine out there today. I just know it. Just do what you did in F2. Easy.
Thanks, Brian. I won't let you down. Come on, Aiden. You've got this.
New reward. What? Oh. They even kind of vaguely did like the backstage segment stuff from like the WWE games.
Hello?
Aiden, are you in your room?
Oh, hey Brian. Yeah, I'm in my room.
Good. Well, have a look around. I hope you like it. Should be everything you need in there. News feeds, social media. It's hooked up to the lot. Just do me a favour, eh?
Go on.
Devon Butler
Make sure
Real
you
isn't
check
a
your
real
emails.
Twitter account.
I think there's a message in there for you.
Oh, right. Thanks, Brian.
Take a breather, do what you need to do, and I'll see you before the race.
Nice one.
Oh, Jimmy's in here? Okay. Arab's in here too. Cool. Is it too early to call it for Mercedes? Probably a good call, Arab.
Hello?
Hello, love. How's it going?
All right, Ma. Yeah, it's going all right. Just getting ready.
I saw your interview.
And?
You need a haircut.
All right. Well, thanks, I guess.
But aside from that, you were great. I'm so proud of you, Aiden.
I know, Ma. Thanks.
I wish I could be out there with you. This is everything
It was
you've
turn 12,
worked
I was thinking about
towards.
it.
Yeah, I know, but you'll be at the next one.
Just do what you do, and everything will be great.
Thanks, Ma.
And remember, mirror, signal, maneuver. And always stick to the speed limit.
Great advice. I'm all over it.
I know you are, love. I'll speak to you later. Good luck.
Bye.
And now I can claim my rewards. What is... Oh, XP. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That should be it. Right. Status as well. Looking forward to season. Okay, thanks. Okay, Casper, thank you. Okay. Mid-race. I was expecting 100% distance. Difficulty probably changes how long the races are too, though. Anyway.
A solid start, Aiden. Let's try and push it further.
Hey, Meg?
Copy that. Where's Casper?
He's up ahead. Let's try and bring you two closer together.
Oh, Magnussen is here. Okay. This was last season's race, though. It's cool that they still have them, but they didn't put them in my team. This is 7 laps. I mean, that's not too bad.
Casper's in P10 at the moment.
Here's the turns I'm really bad at. Here, Danny. I don't think George would have been ahead of Danny, but whatever. Oop. Rookie mistake. It's all good. I gotta remember to actually use the overtake button.
Casper is 3 places ahead of you right now. Gap to car in front is 1.7 seconds.
There he is. I'm prepared for cutscene when I try to pass him. And he's in the Haas. So Grosjean in this timeline retired 1 season early.
You're closing in on Casper now, Aiden. Good job. Casper is directly ahead of you.
No DRS. Oh, there's the cutscene. Yes, with Casper.
Australian Grand Prix this has been, but there's still plenty of time for more drama.
There certainly is, Crofty, and these two have been fighting each other incredibly hard so far. They don't want to go tripping over each other, though, because Devon Butler is coming up from behind. He's on the attack, too.
Aiden, Casper's not your priority. We need you to defend.
It's okay. I've got this.
Here comes Butler. 3 abreast going into turn 11 on this car.
Devon, you.
And he doesn't. Ackerman's off onto the verge of what looks like damage as well.
Is he okay? Is Casper okay?
He'll be fine. He's heading for the pits now. You just concentrate on the race.
Well, there we have it. I think we're going to get fireworks tonight in the Alpha Tauri garage.
There will be, Crofty, for sure. Look, it was a late move from Devon Butler, but you never want to see two teammates make contact, and Ackerman will surely be seething at that one.
Absolutely, and I tell you who else isn't going to be happy too. Aiden Jackson, not how his F1 race debut should have gone.
The damage appears to be minor. How's it feeling, Aiden?
Yeah, car's okay.
Understood. See how well you can do out there.
Copy.
That should be the last we hear of Jeff for the race. If only Jeff was that in-depth for all the other races. Should be able to get at least 1 or 2 spots by the end. I'm sure it doesn't really matter too much because you only do half the races in a season anyway. So they can just do whatever funny math they need to do. It's a race, you gotta go for it.
The gap behind us is 9.3 seconds.
Gotta worry behind. Focus on Devon. And probably get another cutscene. The good end is probably not even getting near him. Oh, that's bad. I hate that chicane so much. DRS on the straight. There we go. Upshift though.
Good Good job. Nice overtake.
Thank you, Jeff. My lap's got 4. 2019 McLaren Renault engine. I should be able to catch one.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
I caught him a lot faster than I thought I would.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
I never liked that DRS. Seems unfair that the person that passes gets it.
The gap to the car ahead is 3.7 seconds.
7, it's Albon. I don't think I'll get him. Should be close, but I don't think I can get him. That was not a corner cut. It's 2 wheels in. I'm starting to lose a bit of grip in the tires, I think.
The gap to the car behind is 1.5 seconds.
I feel like this car doesn't even have an 8th gear. I shift up to it and nothing happens.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
I didn't even think that this is if this is a 10 chapter story mode thing and they only cover 10 races. I'm pretty sure this covers 3 seasons. So that's like 3 races of a 20 race season for 3 different seasons. Yeah, fight. Keep fighting. Let me catch up. So this race is basically you're doing a Magnussen and McLaren. I think I can get Stroll. 2 laps, 2 cars. I think I got it. Probably doesn't matter too much, but whatever. slicks. Might only be able to get one of them. Especially if I go on the grass like that. I don't know why he did that.
This is your final lap of the race.
On the
The car
outside.
behind has started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form.
Outside of both of them.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Gotta remember to shift. Of course, Lewis wins. Lewis is gonna win every single race. Because that's just how it works in Codemasters games. And Crofty's first line of commentary will be Aiden Jackson gets P7 on debut.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
No Crofty yelling? Really?
A great race then, and a fantastic victory here at Albert Park. What a start to the season this has been. A fascinating race here in Australia, Ant.
The top teams as ever continue to push the boundaries of the sport, and it'll be interesting to see how the new AlphaTauri driver Aiden Jackson settles in, especially after that early incident involving his teammate.
Well, we've certainly seen rivalries born from less. Suffice to say, if you came into the 2020 season hoping for a bit of drama, it looks like you won't be disappointed. After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix,
And
I'm
this
sure
is
there'll
all
be
just
plenty of celebrations
stock
tonight
in-game
amongst
stuff.
the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.
Lewis has the Gran Turismo logo on the left side of his hat. Which is funny, because I think it's in the Xbox version of the game too. Cutscene? Crofty yelling about P7 for...
Casper, listen, I don't know what happened out there. It wasn't my fault.
Well, whose fault was it then? Who was the idiot behind the wheel of your car? You're pathetic. You won't even admit when you made a mistake.
How
did they ever sign you?
Oh, Butler. Devon, I didn't see that.
What, like, out on the track today? You nearly took me out, mate.
Look, I don't know what happened. You cut in, I swerved. Next thing I knew, Casper was out.
Whoa. Mate, I was nothing to do with it. Whatever that was all on you. Don't be trying to pass the blame, because you haven't settled in yet.
Sorry, Aiden. Just bear with us one sec.
No problem.
I think that's really just a case of rookie driver, rookie mistakes. These cars are a bit different from what Aiden's used to in F2.
You seem to find your feet quite quickly after you graduated from Formula 2. What advice would you give to Jackson in his first season?
Well, stay out of my way mostly. And taking out your own teammate isn't something I would make a habit of.
Almost ready, Aiden. We're just checking audio levels.
Sure.
That's great. Thanks, Devon.
Okay, Aiden. Let's talk about that incident with your teammate.
I hate Devon Butler. Any names?
Brian.
Talk to me. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Listen, what happened out there today? I had it all under control and then...
Ben's here.
Let's not go through all that now. We'll talk about it at the debrief.
Right, yeah.
I was actually talking about your little run-in with Casper and Butler over in the paddock.
Oh, wow. News travels fast.
The paddock talks, Aiden. Besides, I've got ears like a hawk. Listen, Butler's a clown. The man's ego is bigger than a... No, I've got nothing. Don't give it a second thought.
Thanks, Brian.
But Casper? Yes, he can get a little hot-headed, especially after a race. But you have got to work with him. That maneuver today...
Wasn't my fault, Brian.
It probably cost us points. I'll level with you. A lot of people on the team are disappointed, Aiden. And I'll be saying as much to Casper. Now, learn from it and move on. But you can't let it happen again. I'll see you at the debrief.
There's like zero time to talk outside of actually driving. Which is fine, it's cinematic, whatever. Chapter 2. Or is it? I think this is 2 seasons. I don't remember.
It's the Chinese Grand Prix here in Shanghai, and this track fast becoming a rookie's favourite. Alex Albon, remember him from last year? A brilliant race in his debut season, and it looks like Aiden Jackson's continuing the trend.
He really is, Crofty. He's showing great promise so far this season.
Well, here's Ackerman now, going up behind his young teammate.
The rumour in the paddock, Crofty, is that the tension's building between these two. Let's see what happens here.
Here we go, Ackerman's going for it! Down the inside of the hairpin, he's bashed his teammate off the track!
What are you doing? Casper, what the hell?
Looks like Jackson's really struggling to get over that.
Okay, Aiden, keep it focused. Concentrate.
That brush with his teammate clearly affecting the young driver.
It looks like it has, Crofty. I can't see any significant damage to that car, so he's going to have to pull himself back into this race.
That didn't sound like Jeff.
Car's looking okay, Aiden. See if you can
'Cause
recover a
that's
few
Jeff.
places.
What was that all about?
You can recover, Aiden.
That's not okay. That's really not okay.
I know, come on. Just get around Lando, open air. So a lot of these cutscenes are just going to be 2 cars hitting each other, aren't they? One's on mediums again. In the race strategy, I guess. Usually comes down to starting on softs, ending on mediums or hards. So. Is it gonna rain though? Maybe.
Our gap to the car in front is 1.5 seconds.
Near Esteban. You don't want 12th place. He'll do anything to get rid of that 12th place. Even lose the position to me. Who's ahead? Signs. It's probably going to be another cutscene passing Casper. Oh, Russell's P20. It's Cody's. Russell's going to be in like every single race. Even not if it's a cutscene. Oh, thank you, George. I always forget that they updated the AI to actually let you pass under blue flags now. So I don't think they did very well last year, unless it was like back-to-back long string.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Come here, Carlos. Doing, Joe? Cass is ahead. Don't know why the blue flags are still out. Unless they're giving it to Cass? I don't know. We're on the outside? Yeah. It's always so hard to talk while you're driving. Hello, Alex. Let's make it a more historically accurate finishing order, yeah? And there's Devon. I have to beat Devon. Big old jerk.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Yeah, I definitely could have probably
There's 3
played it
laps of fuel remaining.
on the hardest difficulty instead of the middle one. Oh well. Get away if I can. Just need the theme for DMC5 playing. But this is Twitch, you can't do that anymore. Might be able to get Checo. Definitely will be able to get Checo. Oh, okay, thanks. That was mostly my fault, but it was the AI. Wink wink.
Our gap behind
I would
is
physically wink,
2.6
but
seconds.
I can't. Somebody didn't allow me to close one eye at a time. And that person's me. Because I'm driving right now. One more lap. All red sectors. One of these chapters is gonna be you have the gap, so you might as well go for fastest lap.
This is your final lap.
And then
Final
they
lap
mess
of
up
the
the pit
race.
stop or something. I can see it now. I wonder if Devon gets
Okay, gap ahead is
put on a
3.0
different
seconds.
team. That'd be fun. Hey, Aiden, you're on AlphaTauri and you're doing better than Albon is, so why don't you just stay there? Meanwhile, Devon gets the Ferrari treatment and goes straight to the big red team. Oh, Bottas won. Okay. I thought for sure Lewis would have won all of them. Back-to-back P7.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Well, plenty to digest there, and a little bit ominous seeing the two AlphaTauri teammates make contact again.
Things don't look stable between these two drivers, Crofty. They've barely been teammates 5 minutes.
That wheel bump, could that have been avoided, Ant?
Yeah, it looked like Ackerman was making a bit of a statement to me. He's certainly not given Jackson any room.
A sign of things to come? Well, for their sakes, let's hope not. That wraps things up here in China. Until next time. So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium.
See you next time. Meanwhile, broadcast continues. Jobcroft. Anyway, cutscene, and I don't have to talk for 5 or 6 minutes again.
Casper, what the hell was that? You nearly put me out the entire race. Bumping wheels like that, you could have put us both into the barrier. Casper, come on, man.
I have to make a phone call.
Casper! Ackerman!
Mom, cancel the TV subscription. The entertainment is right here.
Come off it. Do you really have nothing better to do?
Right now? No. And why would I want to miss this? You two are like characters in a badly written sitcom. He wanted your lot to
Wink,
sign
wink.
Ricardo, you know. Ask anyone.
What do you mean?
The paddock talks, mate. And so did Ackerman. Should have heard him last season. He didn't care who he talked to, and he was always going off on one about you. He tried to stop them from signing you. He didn't want to play babysitter.
Oh, he did he?
Everyone knows. Have you not seen the way that people look at you? We all feel sorry for you, mate. You never stood a chance with him. You want my advice? Prove him wrong. Chin up.
Aiden's face when he looked away was just, oh my god. Also, God, I hate Devon. I don't even want to say his name right.
Hey, Ma. Hello, love. I saw the race and thought I'd give you a call.
And why's that?
Just to say well done, like I always do.
Oh, right.
I saw what happened in the race with Casper. Can't believe he wasn't penalized. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
And Casper, what's he said about it?
Nothing. He wouldn't speak to me.
Well, maybe keep trying. It can't hurt to clear the air. Just remember what your grandmother always used to say. The fights that can't be won are the fights you fight the hardest.
I'm not even sure that makes sense.
Just whatever's going on, don't let it get to you. And call me later, okay?
Will do.
I love how the fake Twitter has real people, and then it's very obvious that F1 Claire is a screenshot from one of the cutscenes. And then Sean Hale is just a character model that I don't think they used. How much do you get? 500? I did like 7 laps. Whatever. Tensions continue. Racing point set to become Aston Martin. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Another cutscene. Never mind. Maybe? It's France. Certainly a racetrack. Oh.
It's that time once again, the final moment before lights out and the charge down to turn 1. Who will come out on top at Paul Ricard today? We'll find out soon as the French Grand Prix gets underway. Mastering a lap of Paul Ricard means getting to know 15 corners, 6 left and 9 right, for an overall lap distance of 3.6 miles. The two halves of the long Mistral Straight are separated by a heavy braking zone into a potential overtaking hotspot at the Chicane Nord. And watch out for the drivers running onto the distinctive coloured stripes, which are low in grip and highly abrasive. Here we are then at the Circuit Paul Ricard in France, the 10th race of the 2020 Formula One season. The standings are starting to take some kind of shape, Ant.
Yeah, exactly. You've got your big three jostling for position at the top, so no surprises there. A little less predictable in the midfield, though you could make an argument for AlphaTauri underperforming somewhat.
The two AlphaTauri drivers denying each other points, perhaps. Well, it's all to race for and a lot of season left ahead of us. So let's see how it all pans out. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race.
Getting crashed out.
Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have...
No one even qualified,
Bottas,
come on.
Leclerc, Sergio Perez, and Ricciardo, Norris, Vettel, Sainz, and Lance Stroll, Ocon, Ackerman, Devon Butler, and Albon, Magnussen, Raikkonen, George Russell and Aiden Jackson.
Why is Albon so far back? I know he didn't do very good
Lights out, just
in real
moments
life,
away.
but
It's time to go down to the track.
I don't think he was ever that far back.
Okay, we've not quite had the start of the season we'd hoped for, but we've got a chance to make up some ground today. Try to keep your nose clean and show us what you've got.
I have
Good
to
luck,
do the
Aiden.
full, quote-unquote, full French Grand Prix. Okay. Well, I guess we're doing a 25% French Grand Prix. Let's go medium soft. Tire wear's not too bad for me here usually. Should be good. Surprised I don't have you run a practice lap or something just to get accurate readings on everything. Take 3. Okay. Let's see. I did in the driver career French Grand Prix like 2 days ago. And then for all the season pass challenge stuff, I think I did it 2 more times on like a 5-lap distance. Whatever. Beat McLaren and Renault. Kevin. I don't know where Gio's going. George. I gave you space, George. You ran into me. Kevin. That one was more my fault. Even though I hate Devon. I keep saying Devon. It's not his name. Okay, so it shows the highest place person? I definitely feel like I set the difficulty too low. I picked the middle option. It shouldn't be like you set the AI on like 50. Don't hit me, Cass. I think that was a legal line through there. Let me pass, Alex. Come on. Thank you. Yeah, also I'm on a harder tire. I don't think I should be passing everyone this season. Okay, Esteban. That wasn't me, FIA. I was on the outside. So that's not my fault.
Okay, DRS is now available.
This locks up a bit. Oh. I don't think this pass would actually count. Don't shift down to first. Come here, Seb. I should not be getting that good of a jump against a Ferrari. Around the outside of 2, no. Find out. Come here, Danny. Fastest lap. Yeah, I definitely set it too easy. I'm setting fastest lap on the middle tire. I mean, maybe there's a secret cutscene for winning. I don't know.
Good job, nice overtake.
Or it's gonna get to like lap 6 and the engine's gonna blow up or something. Okay. Charles, that wasn't very good. For me. That was my fault. I can deal with a loss of downforce because I made it too easy. Why not? Sorry about the cough. You know how it is when you don't talk for a few hours and then you start talking for like an hour straight and then you forget to not accidentally breathe in your saliva.
You'll be on the softs. Gap to teammate behind is 8.0 seconds.
Okay, Leclerc almost like ran right into the back of my car. Help Leclerc out, sweep over to help Perez. Have them fight. So I can get away a bit. I'm back. Hey, Potato. You missed a lot of teammates hitting each other on accident and then on purpose, so it's very dramatic. Yeah, I didn't expect them to make me do a 25% distance race. So we're kind of just going with it. That's really all I can do. Linear stories and all that.
Gap to car in front is 4.0 seconds.
Yeah, I definitely made this too easy, so I might accidentally win a race. Not entirely sure. Okay, it's getting dark now, though. Is there gonna be rain? I completely forgot I can ask Jeff.
Radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Okay.
In this lap, push now.
Well, if Jeff doesn't even mention rain, I should be fine.
Casper is in the pits. Casper in the pits.
Yeah, these tires are definitely going a bit. I'm waiting for that magic cutscene where I get teleported back to like 14th or something. I am in P2 right now. Just noticed that. Where's it? That was probably a pretty decent entry. I'm gonna guess 3.1 seconds.
Release,
2
release.
What? I don't think I've ever gotten lower than like 2.7. I'm not complaining.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Because I never seem to have good pit stops in the F1 games. So I'll take that. Bottas right ahead, Verstappen's right ahead of him. Got 8. Quick math. It's 4 or 5 laps. I might win. I think that's Lewis right ahead of them. And they're not gonna acknowledge it in the cutscene. They're just gonna mention how, like, Bottas is in the lead for the championship or something. Never mind that a rookie just won his first Formula 1 race.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Bye, Max. This shouldn't be happening. I made it too easy.
Great maneuver. You made it look easy.
Like I said, I made it too easy, Jeff. Be time trialing now, boys. Minute 36, 3 minutes, 6 minutes. I apologize for the next 7.5 minutes of nothing happening because I made it too easy. I was expecting all of the chapters to just be like, here's 4 laps. Oh, here's a cutscene after 2. Jeez. Every team better want Aiden Jackson for next season.
Our teammate by 28.3 seconds.
It's not gonna happen because you gotta follow the script. Oh, ignore that little bit of corner cutting. Or watch, last lap puncture. And I have to do a whole lap with a puncture. I'm just calling all these things that aren't gonna actually happen. How do I know this? Because this is the first story in a Codemasters game since Toka Race Driver 3.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Which was 98 or 2002. I don't remember. I wonder if you can up the difficulty. You might have to completely start over to do that, and I don't want to do that. This is chapter 3. Take a while. That being said, I don't think the AI at this track are very good for some reason. Look at that train on the track map all the way at the top right now. How many cars is that? It's 2 Ferraris, Renault, I think that's Casper. Racing Point with 2 McLarens and another Renault, so 8 cars? 7 cars. This is almost the time that you start playing I Spy with your dad on the road trip.
You're increasing the
gap to the car behind by a few seconds per lap. Keep this up.
Maybe if you win this race, you get the cutscene where you punch Devon Butler in the face. I don't know. That'd be a nice reward for making it too easy for yourself.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Thank you, Jeff. Pretty sure you don't need to talk. Like, give me information like, hey, Devon's being a jerk again or something. That's fine. I'm just being mean to Jeff because he's Jeff. That's the only reason. He's been around for
This is your
6
final lap.
games
Final lap
now.
of the race.
His voice has gotten very repetitive. Which, I get it, you don't want to hire voice actors literally every single game when you have all these lines already recorded. But an option to have someone else would be nice. So when you go to a different team in the career mode, or you just want to hear someone else. And I can imagine the line that Crofty is not going to say as I cross the line. Aiden Jackson wins in his rookie season in Formula One. Just kidding, you got a penalty for something to do with the fuel amount. Or something, I don't know.
Absolutely awesome. Just amazing. Well done.
Gotta make it harder.
AlphaTauri will no doubt be celebrating tonight. What a great win.
That is the stock line.
Business as usual for the big three, but a bit of a reshuffle in the midfield here in France.
That's certainly much better from AlphaTauri. Frankly, they should be in the mix more often. On a good day, they're as good as anyone in that midfield pack.
And they've certainly proved it today.
No mention of a win? Anything? No.
And look at this, they're coming out now. AlphaTauri have developed something of a reputation for forging exciting new talent. And we can see that here. Incredible victory.
I'm pretty sure that's the stock line for when AlphaTauri.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts. Aiden, congratulations! You got on the podium. That's a fantastic result for both you and the team.
Not a
How
win,
are you
though.
feeling?
Team effort.
It's a team effort.
There you
I'm
go.
just the one behind the wheel. It was an amazing result today, and I think everyone deserves it. I'm just pleased I could bring it home for them.
Well, it's such a great result, especially since it's your first season in Formula One. Would you say you found your feet now since the jump to F1?
Handle F1.
I reckon so. I'd say the result today shows I can handle an F1 car just as well as an F2 one, no matter what people say. I think the team would agree with me.
So there's no current tensions within the team. We've all seen that you and Casper have locked horns so far this season. Is that something that's now behind you?
I think there's always going to be a settling in period. It doesn't matter who you're paired up with. You've got to have
It's
a
really not a
strong
lot of
character to do
talking
what we do.
for
We
me.
may have our differences, but I'm sure we'll get there.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Why aren't those animations in the career mode? There's so many things that they added for the story mode that's not in the career mode. Oh well. Hey, look, another 5-minute cutscene. Oh, okay. Never mind. Go to the results. They just mentioned a podium.
Brian.
Aiden, just so you know, there's a full team meeting in 20 minutes.
No worries.
We just want to review our strategy while the race is still fresh in our minds.
Right, okay. I'll see you there.
Listen, while you're on, I just wanted to say that was some solid driving out there today. I'm impressed.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Brian.
Put it this way, it's been noticed. Well done, kid. I'll see you in the meeting.
Thank you, Brian. I guess. 1000. Anyway, next chapter. Finding. Oh. Mom, shut up.
Hey, Ma.
Hello, love. Just calling to say well done, as usual. You okay?
Thanks, Mum. Yeah, I'm good. Real good. I think I delivered today.
I thought so. And I think the neighbors probably did too. I couldn't stop shouting.
Oh, not again.
I'm so proud of you, Aiden.
Hey, it's Silverstone soon.
So does that mean you'll be home for a few days?
Probably. I'll try and get over for a day or two, either side of race weekend.
You know, Silverstone was always your dad's favorite track.
I know. You're still coming to the race, right?
Do you really think I'd miss out on the VIP treatment? Of course I'm...
She's going, blah blah blah. It happens to be her birthday. Gonna punch Devon Butler. Yeah. Oh, it's not gonna be her. Okay, good. Oh. Alonso coming back to Renault. Okay. Another call from unknown. Butler.
Hello, mate.
Yeah.
Who is this?
Oh, come on, keep up. It's Devon.
Butler.
The very same.
How did you get this number?
It doesn't really matter. Listen. I just wanted to pass on a bit of friendly advice.
Oh.
Now, it's always tricky racing on your home track. The pressure, all the fans watching, it's a nightmare.
Right, yeah, I imagine it is.
But if you keep your cool, stay focused, you will get through it, okay? Just imagine it's a different circuit on the other side of the planet. Then, when your race does fall apart, it'll be a lot easier to deal with.
Yeah, great advice.
I knew you'd think so. Anyway, good luck out there today. Just try and make it to the end, huh? Ta-ta!
Yeah, good luck to you too. I'll see you later.
That smug movie villain British voice. Okay, mid-race. I don't have to do the full one. Yeah. Well, quote-unquote full.
Tires are gone.
Oh.
Copy, Aiden. Box.
Copy.
Let's just minimize the damage.
You gonna let me drive? Okay. line. There we go. And now you have to sit through the whole pit stop instead of them just starting the cutscene by the pits and pitting. Gotta extend that playtime, right, Codemasters?
Complete,
2-5,
go now.
okay. Finishing points 10th or above, okay. That should be pretty easy.
Still time left to push for the points here, Aiden.
Copy.
I've never liked this track. I'm very bad at it. Can never get all the left-rights right. And that turn. That's alright. It's still really weird seeing Magnussen but no Grodon because of who I picked.
We're trailing our teammate by 4.7 seconds.
Around the outside to around the inside. Okay, Seb's on hards ahead of you. What was that frame stutter? Thought I fixed those. Oh well. It's fine now, hopefully. Maybe someday I'll be able to do a stream where I just play online. That'd probably be a lot more entertaining than me just racing AI.
Okay, the gap behind is 3.9 seconds.
Where's Devon even at? I don't think I saw him.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
No line or anything. Oh, Devon's in 10th. Okay, so we're gonna get a cutscene where he takes me out. I slowed down way too much for that turn. We have to get a cutscene of Devon taking me out, right? Or Aiden out. It's that classic pro wrestling trope of you kind of get along with somebody and then they do something and then you hate each other. And yeah, I don't know, I'm just trying to talk. Oops.
The gap to the car ahead is 2.4 seconds.
Okay, Albon's on hards. That's why I pulled away so much for that turn. Alright, cutscene.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Any second now, there will be a cutscene. Any second within the next 5 minutes, there will be a cutscene. Back out of it.
Nice work, that brings you up a place.
Okay, no cutscene there. Okay, Checo.
Okay, you're creating some breathing space between you and the car behind by a few seconds per lap.
I think that was enough of me being passed on that he shouldn't have moved over. But it's the AI, so whatever. I keep forgetting 8th gear exists. Charles is next. Might be able to get those two. Ooh, not if I do that though. Oops. How long have I been streaming? Hour and a half.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
This is chapter 4. So probably like 5 hours long of a story mode. Purely because of the gameplay. Don't do it, Charles. Okay, backed out. Thank you. I think a good option as an unlockable thing would have been after you beat the story mode that you can add the 3 drivers to like my team
That was the fastest lap of the race.
and
Keep
stuff.
this up.
Again, it's super weird that here's all this stuff for story mode, but yet here's you can't use any of these things or any of the F1 legends unless you specifically sign them. There's just so many weird little calls with things you can and can't do, even though it's in the game already. P7, number 3 of the season, though. As long as I don't ban it. Hey, Lewis won. Again. P7.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
I feel like the races are just gonna get longer and longer.
Well, they've done a brilliant job, I must say, under some intense pressure to take a well-earned victory here at the British Grand Prix. What a race for young Aiden Jackson. If he can keep this up, he's got a long, promising career in front of him.
Absolutely. He'd have been gutted about that puncture. Imagine what kind of challenge he'd have been able to make without it. You've got to give it to him, though.
Another one,
Gritted his
maybe?
teeth and pulled it back. Great driving.
Now just whisper it quietly, but things seem to be on the up for AlphaTauri's Aiden Jackson. One to watch.
But why whisper it, Crofty? I don't. You're gonna yell it anyway.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today.
And that's the stock line. So I can see that. Cutscene. Or there's gonna be no more cutscenes. One of the two. There's gonna be no more cutscenes. Oh, I didn't even know you could look at
Brian,
all this stuff.
Well, someone's the hot topic in the press room.
what do you mean?
Oh, come on. There's no need to be so modest.
What are you on about, Brian?
Oh, after that puncture, everyone thought you'd lost it. But to pull it back and into the points, it's all anyone's talking about.
Well, I'm glad the press are starting to take notice.
Oh, get used to it. They put a bunch of interviews in your diary for tomorrow. It's why I was calling.
Right, thanks for letting me know.
So don't celebrate too hard tonight, eh?
Yeah, all right, Brian. Don't worry. I'm only going to see my mum.
Right. Well, each to their own.
See you later, Brian.
Don't call me, Mom. Please don't call me. Hey. Not that it matters. Anyway. Several. Don't even get like a small cutscene. Oh, hey Naka. How you doing? It's very, very slow.
I'm not sure if it's something to do with the energy storage. I'm losing power on the straights.
Right. And you said the acceleration was okay? We'll take a look at it.
And how are we today, chaps? Everything running smoothly, I hope.
All right, Brian. Yeah, we're just going through a few last-minute tweaks.
Ah, that's what I like to see. With dedication like that, maybe you'll be able to get us back a few more of those points, eh?
Yeah, I'll try.
Actually, Aiden, I'm glad I've caught up with you. Thought you might like to know. I had a call this morning from Christian Horner. Mentioned you directly.
Oh.
I think they're sniffing around for next season. You're being watched.
So, no pressure then?
So, what's the problem with the car?
I'm losing power on the straights. It's not a massive issue. I'm sure we can deal with it.
Yeah, theoretically. Do we have time to install the Spec 2 unit before the race?
Yes, boss.
And Casper's reporting no problems?
No.
Okay. Let's do it. Put the Spec 2 in Aiden's, would you?
Well, that would sort it. I mean, if you're sure.
Of course. You could do with a little boost. A little boost. Besides, anything for our star driver.
Wow,
Casper,
Brian, good
how
job.
are you today? Feeling good about the race?
Should have probably looked around a bit, Brian. Doing good? Good to hear, Naka. Signs at Ferrari, Monza stuff, Renault out, call from Brian.
Brian.
Hey, I'm glad I've called you. Listen, don't worry about Casper.
Let me stop you there. Brian, Casper's the furthest thing from my mind right now. I've got a race to focus on.
Good man. In the garage just now, that was my fault. I know how
It's his fault, okay.
What, childish? Self-centered? I'm sick of it, Brian. He's been on my case ever since I joined the team. He needs to grow up.
Okay. You
There's
just
a bit
leave
of the
Casper to me
argument.
and get your head in the race. Let's put that new power unit to good use, eh?
I swear,
Sure thing, Brian.
if Mom calls...
See you on the other side.
Mom calls right now. No? We're never gonna hear Mom again, are we? Okay. Another cutscene? Do I have to do a quarter distance race
Welcome
now?
to Monza, where the crowd are ready for today's action. And we hope you're ready to see the world's best drivers fighting it out for that #1 spot. It's time for the Italian Grand Prix.
It's all the normal stuff.
With top speeds reaching 200...
Yep, okay, I'm skipping that.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday
Bottas,
puts him on pole position,
Verstappen,
and Valtteri
Leclerc,
Bottas will line up alongside.
Perez.
Looking at the rest
No,
of
not
today's grid,
Perez.
we have
Albon?
Verstappen, Ackerman,
Okay.
Carlos Sainz, and Perez. Norris, Ricciardo.
So it's going to tell me to catch up to Ackerman, and then he's going to take me out.
Ocon,
Got it.
Leclerc.
Okay. I've been wrong about
Right,
every
let's
prediction.
see if we can squeeze some performance out of this new power unit. Good luck out there today.
I have to do the whole race. Great. Fantastic. Okay. So after this chapter, this will probably be the end of the stream. Because... yeah. I've had to do two 25% races at this point. Where was I starting? Yeah. Let's just do what they tell me because I made it too easy. Why not? Yep. No one moved over. Don't know why you wouldn't cover that. Racing games are very bad for interacting with chat. I think that's the conclusion of this stream. So Ackerman's not going to take me out, but he's going to complain to Brian about he's only your driver because he's getting all the new parts. And that'll be the end of this season. And then we'll go to season 2, which will be next stream. This is probably very boring to watch.
Casper should be within reach soon, Aiden. You are free to race.
Nah, really? I mean, I'm gonna be doing like 10 laps of Monza time trials in a minute, so... I like my F1s, so that's very cool to hear, so... F1 tends to be pretty niche to begin with, anyway. I wish it was easier to tell if you made it too easy early on, so that way you could actually just start over.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
Don't do a Verstappen Hamilton. I'm listening to this while I'm doing work. Well, you continue with your work. That's perfectly fine. Thank you for choosing to listen to me while you're doing it, though. It's very nice of you. Okay, that was almost bad. You didn't even try to hold that. There was zero effort for me. Yeah, like I said, 10 laps of time trial. Might get another win. Oh, way too late on the brakes, though. I did it again. Okay. Gotta go down to 4th for Lasmo 1.
Our gap to the car in front is 2.0 seconds.
Ooh. All good. Yes, fight, come to me. I mean, DRS. Where are the clouds going?
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Huh.
Gap to teammate behind is 5.1 seconds.
Is it gonna rain? Is that the twist for this race? They break so early.
Nice move.
Thank you, Jeff. Come on, Valtteri. There we go. At least it's Monza, so it feels like it's going by fast. Those clouds are zooming again.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Why are the clouds moving so fast? Come here, Lewis. Gotta do 5 laps of hot lapping with fresh mediums. That's all the story mode's turned into. And I get DRS.
This lap,
Yep.
give us the best in lap you can.
Don't Verstappen me, Hamilton. I almost Verstappen myself. Lewis, go away. Why are you suddenly keeping up? There we go. Okay, hot lap time. Ooh. That was almost bad. Just said box. I think. Tires feel dead, so why not? Let's see, I've been getting fast pit stops, so 2.6.
Go.
2.2.
You'll be racing on the exit.
I have never gotten pit stops this fast in like any F1 game.
Pit strategy complete. See these tires through to the end now.
Later, Lewis. So if people don't pit, I'll actually have something to do for 5 laps. And I immediately go off LSMO 1 again. Ooh. Throwing it a little too much in the corners now. Cass is in.
Casper is coming in for a stop.
Literally everyone came in that was right in front of me.
The gap behind us is 1.8 seconds.
I mean, I'm fine doing a Gasly, but it's kind of a little boring to play, honestly.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
For anyone that might not know, with their F1 knowledge, 2 years ago, a driver by the name of Pierre Gasly won at Monza for AlphaTauri. So that's where that reference comes from. Should probably explain some of these things sometimes. I know for the most part F1 people that usually watch F1 games tend to know what I'm talking about. Gotta remember to fill in the people that don't necessarily watch F1 too often.
The car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap form.
And who knows, maybe it'll help get more people into watching F1. It's always a good thing. Certainly this gameplay is probably not doing anything to persuade people. I'm sure after I do Breaking Point, though, I might start a My Team playthrough. And then do, like, one race every week or something. And then I have 6 other days to do other games and stuff, so. But that'll be a lot more competitive, so it'll be more entertaining. Cloud zooming again. I'd really like to know why they're doing that. Because I don't think I've ever seen that before. At least in the F1 games, specifically. Almost too deep.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Thank you, Jeff. I really hope I don't have to do a 25% race around Monaco. That is the worst track. It's a classic track, of course, but it's the worst track. Yeah. I really don't have anything to say right now. Still got 2 laps. I definitely do think this is after this and the whatever cutscenes happen. Ooh, almost spun it. after the race and the cutscenes and whatever, this is probably the end of this stream. Got halfway through, so. I don't know, Lewis is kind of
There's
keeping
only one lap of
pace.
fuel remaining.
Okay, so predictions for Crofty's line after Aiden Jackson wins his second race in his rookie season. His line is going to be Aiden Jackson gets a second podium.
We're leading our
Congratulations to the young man.
28.9 seconds.
Gotta keep more of an eye on him. Surely he's in contention for a higher seat in F1 next season or whatever. And he'll probably yell about how Lewis got second place and how it was the greatest drive he's ever seen in any motorsport. Any all caps separated by periods. I mean, maybe with Pierre's win at Monza, maybe they'll acknowledge that I win this. Who knows? Probably not. Cody's didn't seem to go too far in depth with... Here we go.
You worked hard for that one. Congratulations.
That's a default line. Thank you, Jeff.
Well, quite the rivalry forming between the rookie Aiden Jackson and his veteran teammate Casper Ackerman.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of when Hamilton signed for McLaren back in 2007. And we all know how that one ended. Alonso returned to Renault pretty much the moment the season wrapped up.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that. As we await the winners to take their positions on the podium,
And that is the stock
AlphaTauri have really shown their prowess on the track.
victory line.
This is a team that isn't afraid to take.
Not even a mention of a
Good day
podium.
today.
Maybe
Have your
Claire.
take on it. Well, you couldn't have asked for a better result today. Congratulations, Aiden. Top spot on the podium. How are you feeling?
Well, Claire, thank you for acknowledging that I actually won the race. That's very nice. I don't think any of these even matter.
Fantastic. I couldn't be happier. I mean, it's the dream, right? I've not got much to say. I'm gonna take all of this in, lap it up, and then probably go and ring my mum.
A big talking point, irrespective of today's results, is how you've improved overall throughout the season. What would you say to that?
I couldn't do it without the
Couldn't do it
team.
without the support of the team. They've been incredible. I'm feeling looked after, and I couldn't ask for more. So any improvements are thanks to them.
It's funny you should mention the team as a whole. Can you give us an update? How is the current relationship between you and Casper Ackerman?
Look, driver relationships are always going to be tricky. Individually, you're always pushing yourselves, and that can cause friction. I can't let anything like that worry me. Besides, we're fine.
Great. Well, that's everything.
And then they use the stock great, and that's everything. Alright. Cutscene? No? It's a call from... Want to talk to Mom?
Aiden, I'm here.
Oh, good. After that flight delay, I was starting to get concerned.
Don't worry. Everything's fine.
And they're looking after you?
Better than at Silverstone.
Good, because you were my lucky charm there, Mum. And I'm hoping you do the same here.
I'll try, love. Now just do what you do, and everything will be great.
I know. Mirror signal maneuver.
And always stick to the speed limit.
I'll try.
Have a great race, Aiden. I'll see you after.
I'm so pleased you're here, Mum. This one's for you, eh?
Okay, two things. One, it's cool that Lucas Weber is still here, even if he's not driving a car. And two, Aiden Jackson has won 2 races in Formula One, and he only has 66,000 followers. That doesn't seem right. Okay, but that's probably the end of the stream. I've been going for 2 hours. So. Yeah. The mode's fun, but I wish you could make it a little bit harder. Maybe I can do it here. Technically assists, technically sim stuff. Okay. So yeah, that's gonna be the stream, I think. So yeah. I still have no idea how to end these things. So if you're still here, thank you for watching along. At times it felt like I was watching along with you because how easy some of these challenges have been. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so thanks again. See you later. Have a good night, day, whatever. Bye-bye.